Well, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, breathing seems to be easing up a bit, which
Okay,
is nice.
that's good.
I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it at this point. I'm just going to sit there and say, okay, I'll take it. But we've changed how I do my meds, which helps.
Okay. What's
I,
what's changed?
well, I basically get out. I don't get out of bed until I've gotten at least the morphine in, and that
Okay.
starts to loosen me up. So then I can at least sit up,
Yeah.
and then Andy finishes off with breakfast, and we just changed the routine so that the meds get in first. That's got the priority now,
Mhm.
and which seems to work.
Has your dosage changed on the morphine, or is it
It's
still about the
reduced
same?
a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I'm really impressed with.
Okay.
Um, Let me move this before it crashes.
Okay.
Um, yeah, they're trying to, and I'm trying to, reduce the amount so that if the time comes and I really need it, it's going to be effective.
Mm.
So that was one of the things the nurses and I discussed is what can I do to minimize the amount that I'm taking so that I can maximize the results later on down the road. So this is what we're trying, and
Okay.
so far it seems to be good. I'm actually consciously taking less and leaving it so I can see it, because of the addiction.
Mm.
But I'm able to get away from it, which is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's your week been since I last saw you?
Well, it's been kind of rough. The one of the girls that works here and I had words, and she lost the battle. But she was complaining because she didn't want to empty my bag, my urine collector bag, and then she didn't want to help me with the bathroom in any way, shape, or form. And it was funny because I went back and I looked at the tape again that you sent me, and we had it, we saved it, I guess, on my machine somehow.
Okay.
So one of the things that she said in the interview process was that what she does is she helps me go to the bathroom, she helps me do this, and she doesn't do any of that. And so I sort of laughed at it, and then she blew it because I was already getting annoyed with the fact that she stays outside and smokes all day. And I have to try and reach her outdoors if I need her. And I just finally got really ticked off about it because I'm paying her a good pay for not getting anything back in the way of services. So she came in wanting me to ask Andy or I'll think of her name later, um, wanting them to take over those duties so that she wouldn't have to do that. And I said, excuse me, but why do I have you here if you can't or won't want to do these things? She says, I just can't stand it. I said, then you don't belong here. It's real simple. I said, I'm paying you $10 an hour to smoke. I said, I think that's ridiculous. And then she kept trying to get these jobs loaded off onto other people. I don't know if she was testing me or what, but I just flat out said, these jobs stand no matter who comes here. And you don't trade one job that you do off with another person because it's uncomfortable for you. You knew the terms going in, and here are the terms going out. So the next day that she came back to work, I thought for sure she would really be loaded because Andy had also taken $50 out of her pay because most of that time was spent with her on the porch smoking cigarettes, and that's not what we have her here for. But she came in with a changed attitude and just, what can I do to help you? And I'm sitting there going, I didn't say anything really, really definitive other than, you do this, this is what's going to happen. So I guess she's just that desperate for a job, but she had improved tremendously. But it was a real test for me because I don't normally get tough with people.
Mm-hmm.
I will, quote unquote, suffer the costs of their behavior over mine just so I can keep peace. And I just wasn't in the mood for keeping peace.
Okay.
That's the way it goes. So it's been interesting from that perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how long she'll last. I don't see it being very long. She still doesn't do anything, but at least she shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't go straight out to the porch to set up her cigarette smoking stand. So, and she does ask permission now to go outside and have a cigarette. So at least we've gotten that much further. And I've told her, I said, you're not going to get any sympathy from me because smoking cigarettes is going to do nothing to you than like what it did to me. Mine was genetic, but it still happened at the same results. So I said, you should be looking at me and saying, I should never do this. But she won't, so I don't know. I'm having a difficult time with her because she doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard because we're also in the position that we can't afford to lose a person because I don't know where I'd find a replacement to come in and work the hours. So her sister, Angie, wants to get more hours, and I think that's what's going to end up happening is we'll end up picking up Angie's time and adding it to hers because she is only not free on Fridays, so I would only have to worry about a Friday.
Is Andy still taking off on Fridays, or is he having to work?
No, they changed it now, so
Changed the schedule.
yeah.
Okay.
So we'd still have that problem, but I'm determined that I'm going to make it somehow, that I started working on getting to the bathroom without assistance. Once I get rid of this bag, it'll be a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Because I can move around without worrying about running into it and stuff like that. So it's been an evolution of change sort of this week, where I'm having to, and it's a good having to, change the way I look at things and how I do them. And that's one of them is being able to go all day Friday without assistance. If I can do that, then I can start cutting down elsewhere.
Okay.
And that would be a real moment of joy for me. I would have some of my life back, and now we have the problem of the oh darn, what's the name of it? I can't pronounce this drug to save my life.
That's okay.
No, but it bugs me because it's the one drug I'm trying to get off of, and I feel like it's some kind of way I'm avoiding it. But anyway, morphine. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really do want to get off the morphine.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a change. I mean, just about a month ago,
Yeah.
maybe a little more, you were begging for it.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
what's brought the change on?
One of the things is the fact that I can be getting psychologically addicted far more easily than I like.
Okay.
So that worries me because, again, when I need it, I want it to work. So right now, I'm still taking pain medication 2 or 3 times a day in addition to the morphine. So it's telling me right now that it's not even affecting the pain levels. So that's kind of been a disappointment because I thought it would at least cure that. And if it's not taking care of that, then what's it not doing to my breathing difficulties? I keep looking at that. So
Okay.
I guess it's just me striking out a war cry. What if you will, that I'm gonna try and beat this. And I say try because it is an addictive drug, and
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm already addicted till I get off of it. Yeah.
So your war cry is beating the drug, but not the illness, so to speak.
Right. Accepting the illness,
Okay.
that it's going to be there,
Yeah.
but it's how I live with it.
Okay.
Yeah. And it'll be a challenge.
Yeah. So what brought this on? What brought the new attitude on? Or the change in attitude?
I have no idea other than the fear I have of being totally addicted to it. That if I did decide to do an overdose of morphine someday, it wouldn't be as effective. And I'd probably blow it and become a vegetable. And I don't want to become a vegetable, so I don't know.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Oh, God.
That way, in case you become a vegetable, we can know. We can call you a cucumber or a...
Yeah, I pray for that particular form of vegetable.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
That's a little dark.
No, that's good. That's good. Because I'm trying to think. Of all the things, vegetable, cheese. Now you had to give me a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Fruit would have been easy.
Okay, what about fruit?
Pineapple.
Pineapple?
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
I don't know. Why are you not?
Well, pineapples are prickly on the outside.
Yeah.
You know, but very juicy and wonderful on the inside. You just got to get through the layer, and somehow...
That's me.
That's you. I don't... You're just very rough exterior in the sense that, you know, I've been through life.
Right.
I've got my ways. I'm sort of set in them. But I'm a very sweet person.
Yeah.
you just have to be willing to deal with it.
Go through the crap to get there.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Oh, well.
That's.
I meant that very sweetly and as politely and kindly and loving as it
It was
come
perfect.
across. Okay.
It was perfect. And that's the way I feel about pineapple. I will go crazy if, like, Andy goes and searches for sherbet.
Oh.
That's pineapple sherbet. Oh. Okay. And, you know, it's very rare to find it, so I know he searches for it all the time. And then there's pineapple yogurt, which is awesome. And I figured out that if I buy the crushed pineapple and mix that with sour cream, I can create the same effect.
Okay.
Yeah, like plain yogurt.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely pineapple.
Have you ever grilled pineapple?
No, but I imagine it would be awesome.
You should ask Andrew to do that one day.
Okay.
You just slice the pineapple up.
Yeah.
You put some cinnamon and sugar on it. Throw it on the grill for about 3 minutes. You know, a minute and a half each side, and it's mushy and I think
that's better than sex.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, I've not yet eaten fruit that's better than sex, but maybe when I'm older.
When you're older and its food becomes more. I'm really getting anally retentive here.
That's okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
Better than sex.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if Andy heard that, he'd die.
Well, don't let him watch the video.
No, he can't. But if somebody ever mentions pineapple to him when I'm around, I'm going to head for the hills. Somebody will bring it up just to bring it up. Let's see. The people came to visit the Millers.
The Millers?
I don't know if that's the last name. It's mom and dad and son. Son's the artist.
Oh, the Martins.
Martins. I had to write first letter.
You had the M.
Yeah.
And you had an R in there.
Yeah.
I was
close.
And an I. You were very close.
Yeah.
And an S. So, yes, the Martins. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anita and Michael and then William. Okay.
Yeah, they came by. They're neat people.
When they come by?
Sunday evening.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And it was funny because Andy was in the middle of cooking dinner, so he had to run out to the kitchen periodically, and they kept saying, "Oh, we got to go," and I said, "No, stay, eat,
talk."
Yeah, visit. Yeah. You can sit here and watch TV. You can watch a tape.
Did you get a movie on your tablet?
Oh my goodness, yes! It's one of the raciest movies. A book.
Oh! You picked up the 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes! I got it. I've already finished the first chapter. I just bought the second chapter this weekend, and then the third chapter I'll get next week because I'll finish it in no time at all. But yes.
You have to pay for the chapters?
What you do is you pay for the book. And then what happens is they electronically
so when you finish one chapter, it downloads the other?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it'll automatically go in there.
Okay.
Or if you don't like it, you don't order it. You know, it's that simple. You say yes or no.
Okay, so you got a sample. Okay.
Yeah, so I got that, and I told Andrew, I said, this is what this book's about. So I said, so don't get any ideas. Let's not do it. I think he understands. But with all the contraptions they've got in me, I'm not the most sexually attractive person in the world right now.
Yeah.
So, he makes up with it. Poor thing.
I kind of like where this is going.
Well, it is interesting.
It is.
And it just opens up such a world.
Well,
I mean, you buy it, you don't go to the store, you don't go to the mailbox, automatically downloads right to your unit, and you're just sitting there going, hee-haw.
Are we talking about the book, or are we talking about sex?
No, not sex.
Okay.
No,
I thought we were I wasn't sure where.
No, I wouldn't buy it or pay for it, no. No. I encourage him to do that.
Oh.
Leave me the heck alone. Poor Andy. He's suffered the biggest loss in this illness, not me.
Oh, really?
Nah.
What's the